Just wanna promise you, take me into your world. I wanna make you happy. I'm gonna make you happy. Just wanna promise you, just wanna promise you, just wanna promise you, into your world. I wanna make you happy. I'm gonna make you happy. Just remember before you walk out the door, the words I told you 12 years ago. I said,
And we are live. Good afternoon, mga ka-PDAX, and welcome to our weekly webinar. I'm your host, Kyle. And here in PDAX, if this is your first time watching us in our weekly webinar, this is where we bring you the latest crypto news and highlights of what has happened in the past week. As you know, since the crypto market's 24/7, there's always news, and that's the good thing, I guess. And here we are bringing this to you. And here with me, I am joined by my usual co-host, none other than our community manager, Tim. Tim, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us
Hey guys,
again.
so basta.
Basta, hi
I was out
everyone,
last week.
comment naman kayo. Ayun. And Tim, we are joined again by two community members of ours. They'll be speaking throughout the webinar, through the news that we'll be bringing out, as well as highlighting a new community member that we have, no? So Tim, if you could introduce them, I'll bring them onto the stage now.
Sure. So the first guy is Francis. So he used to be part of our weekly crypto highlights already. And the other guy is Cedric. So he used to be part of our crypto trading journey. So he also wants to join us now. So at least he could share about his insights, how he started trading cryptocurrencies.
All right.
Hello,
So,
guys.
hello, Francis. Hello, Cedric. Welcome. Welcome again, Francis, and welcome, Cedric.
Ako
You
po.
know,
Yon.
now
Good
face mask pa din si
afternoon.
Francis ngayon eh.
Oh, stay safe. Stay safe. No? Ayun, sige. So,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot for us to discuss this week, no? Tim, so I'll just get started. Tim, baka you wanna address the comments or the viewers right now, no? Everyone, if you could, invite your friends, because there's a giveaway, my 500 pesos worth of BTC giveaway. To those who participate, comment, and invite their friends. So, invite lang kayo. Nothing. Nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Tune in until the end. Shout out to the JC, Adrian, Emmanuel, Riza. So, kumusta?
So, yun. Alright. Gusto ko yung background ni Francis, eh. No? Bull. Bull.
Oo nga eh.
Sige, let's get started. So welcome to our weekly crypto highlights and news roundup for May 14, 2021, Friday, episode number 5. So this is our 5th coming back here in 2021. Now,
Are you ready? Ready kayo? Ready na ba kayo?
ready na ba tayo?
A lot of things happened recently. I'm pretty
Grabe
sure
nga
a
eh.
lot of people are interested now.
Hoping for XRP bull run raw si Marco. Si Adrian, nagtatanong kung pwede ba mag-trade sa PDAX kahit underage pa lang. So sorry Adrian, you have to be at least 18 years old to trade on PDAX. Doge kay PDAX kailan kaya? Well JC, question pa rin yun. Whaleboat says to the moon.
From Lawrence
Ano?
Babanto, watching from KSA, Eid Mubarak to
Hey,
our Filipino Muslim friends here.
hello Lawrence, welcome, very
Eid
welcome.
Mubarak.
And happy Eid Mubarak also from yesterday also. Okay. Hello, Miss Cherry. Newbie here. Hope could learn a lot. We hope so too. This is our goal every week as well for you to learn more about what's happening right now in crypto. And so, yeah, game. Tim, if you could start us off with the
Sure.
disclaimers.
So the views and opinions that are expressed in this webinar are only that of the presenters and do not necessarily reflect the company's views. So anything that we say here are our own.
Yes. And the statements being made are not to be treated as investment or financial advice. This is a disclaimer already for anything that we say. Me, Tim, Francis, or Cedric, please do not treat it as advice. So please exercise caution when buying and selling cryptocurrencies as they are highly volatile. All right.
As always, do your own research.
Yes. Tim, so for those first time watching this webinar, who are we?
Yeah.
What is
What
PDAX?
is PDAX? PDAX is a BSP licensed digital asset exchange that allows Filipinos to buy and sell digital assets such as Bitcoin, XRP, Ether, Ethereum, and more. More to come soon, actually.
No one very soon, so stay tuned for that. So, as said earlier, actually we should add this na rin sa description no, para people will watch more. Ask questions, comment your thoughts for a chance to win 500 pesos worth in BTC credited to your account. All right? So we really value participation here. So if you ask questions, comment your thoughts, we would like to encourage that and reward you with that. Okay, game. So, webinar flow, we have three major news updates or three news articles we'd like to share. And afterwards, we'll be sharing the state of the markets, going through the charts or what has happened since then and now, and maybe perhaps giving painting, a possible painting of what could happen. Again, not certainty, just probabilities. No? So let's start. Tim, let's start
Yep.
with our first news. And throughout also, Francis, Cedric, if you have any thoughts and comments, we'll ask you in and we'd want to hear your thoughts. Because I think naman these three news articles are interesting. And yeah, game. So first, Tim,
Samsung makes it easier to use blockchain on Galaxy devices with support for hardware wallets. Yeah,
ayun.
so, well, before, you need to download extensions for you to have a wallet. But the problem there is it's not, sometimes it may not be safe. But of course, having Samsung to back this kind of technology, like an application, for me, it's really a good news and it's quite safe, of course. How about you guys?
Correct. Yeah, so to add here, I snooped around pa a bit more and they have an actual like website and setup talaga. And this is from the official website
Mhm.
na Samsung really having this solution. So yung mga sa Samsung dyan, awesome, right? We have they have virtual asset support. So may app nga sila that will allow for you to look at your estimated total balance, ano yung mga accounts mo nandyan, to send and receive these digital assets. And also yung security, this is what they are bringing out as a benefit. And the world of decentralized apps. So they have also support for decentralized apps for those who are interested in learning more about the apps. You can do so through the Samsung blockchain ecosystem. No? And they really value privacy. And if you look here, yung app design nila not that bad at all. Kasi look, you can actually create your own hardware, software wallet with them. Set up your key store, recovery phrase, double check your phrase, setup complete, stuff like that. So I feel like it's so maayos sobra. And I think it's really a step forward because it's really bringing retail adoption and more users exposed, or at least like they have interest. Parang there's experience, at least from uh, big smartphone giants such as Samsung, to actually provide this kind of experience to their customers. Kaya, Francis or Cedric, what do you guys think?
Well, siguro for me,
Yun nga, gaya na sabi mo, this is kumbaga, first step of adoption. And hopefully, and malay natin, since nag-start na yung Samsung, baka yung next na mag-ano is yung Apple naman, diba? So, who knows?
It's a very, very good ano. There are apps rin naman on Apple na wallets, pero they're separate. They're not
Yeah.
native. So that would be very interesting kung Apple decides to create something similar to what Samsung just did.
And hopefully, they'll integrate it to Apple Pay as well, if
Oof,
ever.
that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Actually, to add pala, unrelated, slightly tangential, in our Lucky 30 promo just recently, we gave away a Samsung Galaxy S10. Ano ba tawag dun, Tim? Pero for the winner, congratulations. My integration na here for you. That would be easy. So, ayun. Just a reminder, we have these kinds of promos. I hope everyone can get to participate in them and have a chance to at least win these awesome prizes. Ayan. Before we move on, shout out muna tayo sa mga nag-hold ng PDAX. Ayan, no-hold ng XRP sa PDAX, Mr. Robert. Ayan.
Yeah, and just to add lang on this topic, no, I think one good benefit that this feature has is that it's easier for you to transfer it to hardware wallets. Because we have this, we have what we call cold wallets, crypto ledgers. So if you're looking for long-term hodling, of course, you want to keep it somewhere safe, na cold storage talaga, which means it's not connected on the internet. So with this application or with this technology that Samsung created, it's a lot easier for you to sync or antagan it, to transfer it from this technology to directly to your ledger or crypto ledger. Because before it's kind of hard to transfer it because you need to do a lot of things, a lot of steps pa. But with this, since there's already an API or integration, as a user, it's easier for you.
I
Sir,
agree.
sa akin naman yung insight ko diyan is maganda kasi yung ang nag-umpisa talaga is Samsung or para sa mga hindi siguro nakakakilala sa crypto. Since yung Samsung kasi yung brand name niya kilala kahit hindi siya pumasok sa crypto eh. Dahil phone brand siya. Kumbaga yung mga siguro yung mga oldies natin tsaka yung mga wala pang knowledge sa investment, magandang na-entryhan ng info ng Samsung.
Tama. Tama. And actually, Samsung is the biggest smartphone maker over Apple, based on the market share. So, very promising na they have had support. They're creating support for the largest smartphone maker is having support for this. So we're encouraging further retail adoption na.
Agree. And you know what, Kyle? A lot of members of our community would always ask us the best way to store their assets, or digital assets. So they're asking, is it safe to store it sa isang exchange? Right? And that has been a common question. And while we say that we try our best to ensure that their assets are safe, anything that's online kasi, di ba? There's
Mhm.
always this possibility of one getting compromised. Let's say, for example, you failed to set up your 2FA, and apparently someone managed to access your account without you knowing, tapos pwede makuha yung crypto mo or whatever. So if you have this crypto ledger, there's a way for you to really secure it. And meron siyang tinatawag na recovery phrase eh.
Oo,
So that's
tama.
what you just need to keep. And then eventually, let's say you want to plan to use your crypto as your retirement fund. Let's say after 10 years, you need to still have that ledger with you. And then, yeah, just plug it in and then nandun pa rin yung cryptocurrency mo.
Oo nga. What a good feeling, no? What if nawala mo and then 15 years, 20, 30 years later, mahanap mo, no? And you're like, wow!
Yeah.
Si Tim,
Actually,
sasabihin niya, may 1 BTC pala ako.
wow.
Sana
What
all.
what's interesting here, guys, is uh correct me if I'm wrong, but I've been reading articles lately that there's already a way for you to retrieve your assets even without the actual ledger. But before kasi wala talagang way. If you don't have it, wala na talaga. Pero parang may nakita ako mga steps on how to retrieve it. Like, you just need to keep certain information. But I may be wrong, but I just read some articles kasi. So that's interesting. You guys can search it online. Those are publicly available information naman.
Maybe it's the 12-word or
Yeah,
24-word secret phrase. No.
perhaps.
Kahit even if you lose your ledger, as long as you
There's a
have
way.
those, uh,
Parang there's a way for you to replace it. Let's say nawala talaga. And if you have those recovery phrase, you can contact their support and then, ask for a new one and then synchronize it with the new ledger that you have.
correct. Yun.
Yeah.
So okay lang even if you lose the actual device kasi hindi naman yun parang USB na yun dun talaga yung files mo. Dun lang yung where it stores, where it has your private key, basically.
Oh, but just to clarify, like it's not really a good news if you lose it. Medyo
Oh
mahal
yeah,
kasi.
definitely.
So
So take
it's,
care of it. Take care of it.
it's a good thing if you have friends with you, like tatlo or apat kayo, and then have it delivered. Kasi mas
Uh,
makakamura kayo, may discount. So yeah, just a good
yeah.
FYI.
Buy directly from the
Of course.
website mismo.
Pag sa Shopee.
Mahirap kung sa Shopee na.
Authorized resellers, look for one.
Actually, merong official reseller si Ledger na ang store niya sa Shopee. Merong isa. Yeah,
Solid.
Interesting.
Okay. That's good.
nasa
Siguro,
website ng Ledger.
That's at least that's good. Just make sure na official talaga. Tsaka may proof siya na.
Okay.
Sige, moving on. Moving on to our next news article. MicroStrategy acquires an additional $15 million in Bitcoin at an average price of $55,387 per Bitcoin. So this comes into the news. For the past week, we've been experiencing a lot of FUD, as they would say, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. No? Everything went down. On Thursday, nag-dip ng konti or a lot, depends on your viewpoint. But then on that day also, on May 13, nag-announce si MicroStrategy. And just remember na si MicroStrategy is one of the earlier proponents as of last year. Si Michael Saylor, yung CEO niyan, he was the one who really started this movement of convincing corporate giants or at least corporations to start adopting Bitcoin as part of their corporate treasury. No? So sila talaga yung nagpasimula niyan.
We should call
And
him Michael Savior.
Michael Savior. I like that. So siya talaga big hodler of Bitcoin, as you would say. Very loud sa Twitter. And so as of May 13, bumili siya ng 271 BTC. If you say 271 BTC, parang, 271, they're actually $15 million worth yan. And he got it at an average price of $55,387. So right now, I think he bought the dip, pero nag-dip palalo ng konti. But still, it shows that he's still up because he says here, ito yung based on their investor relations release na so right now they own a total of 91,850 BTC and they were acquired at an aggregate purchase price of $2.24 billion and the average price of each BTC is 24,403 BTC. So the average price is still less than it's still like more than half of what the current price is. So they're still up, parang they're just what you say they're doing a dollar cost average, I guess, in the big scale.
Yeah. Yung DCA nila $15 million.
What a DCA.
Imagine,
So
Bullish pa rin talaga sila, sir.
Oo nga.
imagine having 91,000 Bitcoin and you still want to purchase around 200, how many have
200.
271.
Oo. Grabe, no? And uh, he really believes na um, BTC is parang truly
future.
revolutionary money and stuff like that.
And sir, ano lang 'yan 'no, recent lang 'yan.
Oh,
Kasi
yesterday lang yan.
ilang araw ng, hindi talaga nakakabasag ng resistance si ano, si BTC.
Oo nga eh. So,
Talagang bullish pa rin sila kahit gano'n yung, technicals ng BTC ngayon.
agree. And we'll show the charts a bit from our website. Pero si Francis, di ba you also talked about Michael
Yeah,
Savior from last
Xavier.
time. Ano thoughts mo ngayon kay Michael Savior? No? Is he really
Well,
bringing us to the
yeah.
promised land?
Well, personally, I think so. And ano lang siguro, ang pinakagusto ko sa kanya, kasi pinapanood ko yung mga videos niya and interviews, no. Talagang ano niya, talagang he can explain it in a way na sobrang convincing and mapapaisip ka talaga. And siguro din yung ginagawa niya is very good for everyone. Lalo na yung mga bago and yung mga nadadala sa mga emotions na price swings. So dapat for me, kumbaga, the people will have to know yung goal ng Bitcoin and yung purpose niya para mas maintindihan ng mga tao. Well, for me, ganun. So in that way, he is doing a very great job. Just follow his Twitter.
Agree. Daming gems dyan. Daming nuggets of wisdom dyan. Michael
And
Saylor
I
for everyone.
and I think parang recently he had a debate on which is better, gold or Bitcoin.
BTC.
Yeah.
Ano yung arguments niya for BTC over
I
gold? In a nutshell.
I did not watch the whole video, pero kasi parang yung isang point niya doon is yung movement ng Bitcoin is sobrang bilis compared to gold na
Mhm.
na tipong yung pag-transfer ng Bitcoin na which is like how many million it, is like a span of minutes compared to gold na sobrang tagal ng pag-transfer, which is ano nga, 'di ba, yung parang traditional way.
Oo, tama.
And
That's a good
yeah, and also the supply, the 21 million hard cap.
Kaya nga
Actually,
sir, parang ano ngayon, labanan talaga ng information lang. For me,
Mhm.
kasi kung, pagbabasehan yung technicals, matatakot ka pa sa mga sa mga dips, tsaka sa mga pagbaba talaga. Pero pagka yung tinignan mo kasi yung informations, yung mga projects, tsaka yung mga pumapasok na tao, magiging bullish ka talaga.
Agree.
And I think hindi nyo na ata nasama yung meron na tayong bagong partner na hodler. I think we have a star quarterback na si Tom Brady, nag-laser
Oo
eyes
nga
na rin
eh.
sa Twitter.
I know.
Ay, nako. In relation to that, I guess we can move on kasi may nagtanong dito. What will you say about Elon Musk's move? Stupid or only mean? So we can move on to our next teammate sana ng BTC for Francis. Let's talk about this. Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. So Tim, could you read the ano yung press release dyan? This coming from Elon Musk's Twitter.
Yeah. For a while.
Sure. No.
Yeah. So Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We are concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, especially coal, which has the worst emissions of any fuel. But anyway, to this is one tweet na sobrang trending na naman. And I was actually about to say earlier yung response ni Michael Saylor with regards to sa tweet ni Elon. Kasi if you notice yung mga responses din sa Twitter post niya, they were trying to like debunk what Elon said. In fact, sabi ni Michael Saylor nga, it's ironic because no incremental energy is used in Bitcoin transaction. Some people say na it's been debunked over time kasi 75% of miners already use renewable energy. So, yung mga ganung speculations, was not able to go through those articles or research. But what I think here is more of, if you ask me personally, uh, possibly Elon Musk could be up to something that we don't know. So I don't want to fall for it, but obviously he said na he's trying to look for a different cryptocurrency that has better energy ano ba yun? Mas okay
Mas energy
in terms
efficient.
of energy efficient. Yeah, in terms of ano nga, environmental concerns kasi yung problem ni Elon. So he was even
Tama.
asked kung are you considering supporting BTC back if renewable energy na yung ginagamit. He said it doesn't make sense na to him. So we don't know. These are absolutely speculations. But we can see that there are still institutional support coming from different, supporters like si Michael Saylor. And if you look at yung mga tweets, medyo you'll think more about it kung which side are you on. How about you guys? Nakita, I mean, is there actually a way ba to check if, well, actually, di baka wala eh. But I'm thinking in the span of 2 months, meron pa talagang bumili ng Tesla using Bitcoin.
I'm also curious to know. Francis, Cedric, meron ba kayong insight dyan?
Yun nga, sir, kasi yung isang info na nakuha ko, kasi parang ang logic nila is ipagpapalit mo ba yung Bitcoin, which is yung nataas, kaysa sa Tesla na nagdi-deplete or kumbaga paluma yung gamit. Pagpapalit mo ba yung Bitcoin mo na hawak na halimbawa nabili ko ng years ago pa kaysa sa isang item na luluma.
Appreciate anyway.
That's a good point. Well, they also said rin, a good point raised by Rowan na Tesla will not be selling any BTC that have been with the purchases made with BTC.
Sir,
So,
Ayun lang din.
prior po dun siguro sa statement na yan, naglabas kasi ang alam ko dun sa pagkakabasa ko po, naglabas ang BTC ang Tesla ng 10% to test the liquidity.
yes. I mean, like, apart from that, yun lang.
Pero hindi ko alam din kasi kung one of the strategy din kasi nila yon. Kasi after nilang i-test yung liquidity, is nagganto naman si Tesla.
And Tesla's price also plunged Nasa 500 plus USD sila from 700. So obviously affected din sila. I don't know if that's many things happened Israel recently baka nagkaroon ng effect.
I mean, also the Saturday Night Live, diba, from last week.
Yeah.
Okay. Napanood niyo ba yun?
Sir, ako hindi. Pero ni-research ko yung effect ng CNL. Gawa ng may mga friends ako may hawak ng Dodge. So, ang naging info ko lang dun is isang parang naglabas ang CNL dati ng isang I don't know kung music ba yun or musical nila. Then about NFT yun. Then nag-plunge after that nag-plunge yung NFT. Kaya medyo nung nag-warning din ako ng konti sa may hawak sa amin ng Dodge. And naman siya, goods naman yung warning ko kasi nag-plunge din talaga yung Dodge after that.
Galing. Okay. Solid.
Well, yung stock, yung dito sa akin, for me, sobrang very questionable yung very questionable yung sinabi ni Elon. Kasi first of all, basically, they purchased one, how much? 1.5 billion around February. So
Yeah.
basically, dapat yung sinasabi niyang issue about mining, most likely is most likely before niya pang bilhin yung 1.5 billion, they should be aware of it already, 'di ba? Dahil sobrang tagal ng issue niyan eh. And ang sobrang labo for me is well personally kasi parang FUD lang 'to eh. So parang ang labo lang na para nag-i-spread siya ng FUD pero at the same time doon sa post niya is nakalagay na Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin. So parang sobrang contradicting na pinapababa niya yung presyo na meron din silang hawak na ganong asset. So I don't know, baka mamaya they're just wanting to buy more at a lower price. Well, that's speculation I guess. Pero sobrang hindi ko maintindihan yung yung
Logic.
yung logic niya. Parang sobrang nilalaro niya lang yung market, I guess.
Yes, ayun din sa akin, sir. Kasi parang kumbaga malaking tao siya, alam niya isang tweet niya lang, napapagalaw niya yung market. Parang kumbaga gusto ko niyang laruin 'to. Kasi para sa'kin 1 to 2 tweets okey na about Tesla, about, Bitcoin. Kung gano'n kung for future talaga yung ano nila, yung plan. Pero yung 'pag parang, sunod-sunod yung tweet niya about Dodge, about crypto, about Bitcoin, about Tesla, parang ano na siya, nilalaro niya na talaga yung market.
Well, that's that depende. So it's all up to us to decide whether
Yeah.
it's a mere speculation or not. But for people who are listening to us, these are just plainly our own insights.
Yeah,
So
insights lang.
please make sure to manage to do your own research. But just to share lang no, with what you guys said, there was a tweet before, and this is an article. This was an article nga eh. There was an article last month, April 22, saying that you see Jack Dorsey.
CEO
This
of
article,
Twitter.
yeah, it says there that Tesla's Elon Musk is in support of Bitcoin, incentivizing renewable energy. Right. So just 3 weeks after, and this is what we got from him. So you guys wanna think more? I personally think he's up to something, but yeah, it's up to you. So do your own research talaga. So we got this actually, yung tweet na yan.
Sir,
So yeah,
additional din, meron din kasing isa pang tweet about naman, si Brad Garlinghouse naman ng XRP. So, siguro decide na lang din kayo talaga kasi puwede kasing, puwedeng ituloy pa rin yang Bitcoin. Somewhat puwedeng kumuha pa rin sila ng alternative coin. Marami kasing alternative kung tunay talaga yung sinasabi ni Elon about, renewable energy, puwede silang kumuha ng other coins na susuportahan nila na, may kumbaga mas ano yung ano niya sa environment.
mas mababa yung energy consumption. Actually,
Yes.
do you have that, Kyle, with you? Yung top 6 yata or 7 cryptocurrencies in terms of energy consumption. So
Well,
right now, parang first yata was XRP. Wait lang ah.
sige. I'll load it here. The first is XRP. The second is Dogecoin. The
Dogecoin.
third is Cardano. Number 4 is Litecoin. Number 5, Bitcoin Cash. Number 6, Ethereum. And finally, Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. 707 kilowatts per hour. Pero yung XRP, Doge, ADA, sobrang baba.
Zero,
So,
so
I don't know.
0.0079 yung kay XRP.
Yeah,
0.12 kay
sir,
Doge.
do your own research talaga.
If he's saying that they're open to for a new cryptocurrency that they're gonna support based on that speculation, then we must look for the top cryptos that consume super low energy. in terms of kilowatts per hour. So that's up to you. XRP 0.0079, Dogecoin 0.12, Cardano 0.54. And then the rest, proof of work eh. 1, 2, 3 kasi hindi naman talaga, they can't be mined eh. XRP.
Yun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's interesting is Ethereum is also transitioning from proof of work to
Agree.
proof of stake. So
I have a
who
question.
knows?
Do you think over time Bitcoin will transition to
Stake.
proof of work or stake? Wait,
Mm,
proof of stake ba
proof
no
of
proof of
stake.
work? Proof of stake, yeah.
Personally, I don't think so. Nakaset in stone yan eh, ni Satoshi. And
Yeah.
di na rin I think there's a vested interest from way before na it's gonna be proof of work. Unless the community, it depends lang rin naman on the community. If they can gather enough of the community, that's why community is so important. If they can gather 51% of the community to agree that BTC should move to a proof of stake kind of model, then there's a possibility. But given that it's the most OG, most decentralized, I don't think that's. I could be wrong, but I don't see it happening in the near future. How about you
Yeah.
guys?
I don't
Sa
think it's gonna happen.
sa'kin din sir,
Oh,
hindi. Para sa'kin
Yan.
kasi sir marami na sigurong nag-i-integrate talaga. Kumbaga
Well,
masyado ng, sikip, hindi naman sa masyadong sikip, pero mas madaming nauna, na
That's
madami yung future projects talaga na naka-line up, compare kung ihahabol si Bitcoin talaga ngayon.
and what
well for
Bitcoin is
me
really
siguro well for me siguro 'di ba parang ang unang 'di ba ang unang 'di ba ang currently na nagta-transition ngayon is ang ETH. Yeah.
mhm.
Siguro sa akin personally, if makita nila na na okay yung effect sa ETH, well, there's a chance for personally, I guess there's a chance na after some time baka mamaya syempre mapaisip din yung mga miners din and yung sa community na baka mas mapabuti sa overall project ng Bitcoin if magta-transition sila. Well, I don't know, siguro speculation. Parang personal opinion ko lang 'yon na I think it's a possibility as well.
Gets. Okay. Those are fair points naman. We'll see how it goes now. Only time will tell. Let's move on to our bonus news. So that's our three major news. Just wanted to share some light news, no? Last week nag-post si Mark Zuckerberg ng post May 11 about his new goats. The goats names are Max and Bitcoin. So yay, hooray to for Mark Zuckerberg to talk about to naming his goat Bitcoin. Imagine, no? If you named your dog Bitcoin. Kaya mo ba yun? May aso ba kayo? Cedric, Francis, Tim?
Meron po dito.
Tawagin
Sa
mo na lang Bitcoin, no? Uy, Bitcoin, dito ka. Sit?
saka Doge eh. Si Doge. Si Shiba na.
Shiba.
I have a cat,
Oh,
Ayun.
you have a... Oh, what's the name of the cat, Francis?
Lexi.
Bitcoin.
Hindi.
Will,
Ether.
will
Ethereum.
Ether.
you want to change your name to Ether? Ayaw daw. Nagagalit.
Ayan. Sige, let's move on to state of the markets from last week. Sharing with everyone, Bitcoin, our king, has decreased by 5%, 5.76% from 2.7 million. Now it's at 2.5 million pesos right now. So 5% dip. So as Francis, Cedric, what would you do here? Tim, what would you do here? But there's a quote you would say.
By the
Are you
dip.
guys
By the dip.
Ayan.
okay? Well, personally, I saw parang if you look at 2 hour time frame of BTC, somehow I saw bullish divergence. Price action was going down while yung RSI niya oversold pero was moving up. So that's a sign of a bullish pattern. We'll see. But right now, I think it's a bullish short term. Goodbye.
Sa
Goodbye.
sa akin sir, ano pa rin siya, bullish pa rin siya. Sa akin, ang technicals ko sa Bitcoin is 1-day TF. Rising wedge yung isa niya. So, nag-play out na. Nitong nakaraan bago yung tweet ni Elon kasi ano na ako dun parang new trend pataas. So, ngayon, silip ko ngayon ng BTC. Siguro kung hindi basagin yung support, around 50, 49, bullish pa rin ako.
Yun. So, lahat tayo bullish Bullish tayong lahat So,
Well,
there you
makikita
go.
mo namang bullish pa rin dahil dun sa charts, makikita mo na yung mga yung mga whale, ang pinipilit nilang basagin yung 47K na resistance. Then parang every time na magpo 47K, biglang magbabounce back to 48 to 49 in like around 1 hour or 2 hours. Then puro ganun na lang. Siguro it's like 2 days na ganun.
Madami ngang umabang sa 43 noon. Pero hindi talaga bumabagsak around 43K.
Well, someone is buying the dip.
Malakas pa rin talaga.
Someone is buying the dip indeed. Baka ikaw yun Francis. The secret whale. Okay, let's move on to our next. The number 2. Si Ethereum or si Ether. Si Ether naman, from last week, has experienced all-time high. Hindi, joke. Plus 13% lang naman from the major dip last week, which was at around 170,000 pesos. Now, 1 Ether is around 193,301 pesos. So, ano next moves dito? What do you guys think? Up, down, or sideways?
I have a fearless forecast. Pero until end of the year to, for me, fearless forecast na by end of the year, I think aabot ng 1 trillion market cap tong ETH.
Interesting.
Personal opinion ko lang naman yan. Yeah, so if around 1 trillion market cap, it will go around 8 to 9K.
What do you think, Cedric, Tim?
Sa akin, bullish ETH. Aside from sa alt season, may mga future projects kasi si ETH, which is yung NFT.
2.0. Okay.
NFT. Tapos yung most NFT kasi nasa ETH blockchain. So maraming nagre-release sa ibang blockchain, hindi lang sa ETH. Pero siguro sa akin 70 to 90% ETH pa rin ang NFT, magpo-focus ang NFT. Lalo pa pag na-integrate nila yung yung low gas fee. Kasi gas fee lang talaga po sa akin yung nakikita kong problem ni ETH when it comes to NFT.
Tama. So bullish, Francis, bullish, Cedric, Tim, bullish, bearish, sideways.
4-hour time frame yata yung nakita ko sa ETH. Well, teka, check lang sa akin. Well, right now, if you look at 4-hour time frame, medyo obvious naman yung breakout niya dun at around 3,600 level. Tapos nag-pump and then bumaba ng 3,680, 3,700 levels ulit. And then we're seeing green candlesticks already. Na-reclaim niya yung resistance niya. And then right now nasa 3,877 USD. I'm expecting to form a higher high pa for ETH. So yeah, bullish kay ETH. Go.
Ako, bullish rin.
Bullish
Let me share why I think bullish ako ETH. There's a narrative, diba? Na ETH, there's an ongoing narrative that Ether might flip BTC. Why? Number one, because of ETH 2.0, diba? 2.0, if it really comes to life na 2.0 happens and it's live and it's successful, that would mean number one, transaction fees will be cheap for people to process transactions on, which will make more users more motivated to actually use it. And then number two, parang it's much more usable overall and programmable in terms of yung mga NFTs, sinabi ni Cedric. You can also go launch and participate in DeFi applications, diba? So it's not just Bitcoin na, okay, I buy it and it's a store of value. Doesn't Ether, you can actually buy it and then you can do a lot of things with it. You can stake it, you can offer it as yield for certain applications. So parang inherently more uses yung ETH than BTC. At least that's what I think. And I can be proven wrong. Kasi BTC naman has been there long. And that's the one that started it all. So it still has that going for it. But then in terms of utility, or at least like applications, that's where I think na ETH might actually flip BTC. And if it does flip, then we are seeing yung sinabi ni Francis na yung price targets at 8K to 9K dollars. And obviously not financial advice, and who knows how long until the target is reached. But then that at least is for me. And obviously naman, personally, I don't favor na. I've stopped favoring and biasing naman towards just one. And I believe naman pwede namang may split naman diversification. Na it's not just all BTC, all ETH. So yeah, that's just for me. Yeah. Comments or reactions or anything you wanna say against that?
Yeah.
Well, siguro, mag-agree ako dun sa point mo. Kasi personally, para nakikita ko sa ETH, it's more like of the technology eh. Yung innovation niya, sobrang ganda. I mean, compare sa, let's say, sa Bitcoin, yun nga, yung sobrang dami niyang uses, then makikita mo yung creator niya is very active. So, yeah.
Si Vitalik
Si
Buterin.
Vitalik.
Well, if you look at the BTC market dominance, keeps dropping. Right now, nasa 41.61 siya. It's the ratio. Last week when we talked, when we had, I think 2 weeks ago, no, it was around 51, but now it's 41.61 market dominance on BTC. So that would, I would say, yun nga, tumataas yung Ethereum even if Bitcoin drops. But if you are to ask me, will it overtake Bitcoin?
Let's get your thoughts. Yeah.
There's this like solid foundation of decentralization when it comes to Bitcoin. And that's one thing that Bitcoin community members somehow don't agree with. Kasi
Okay.
they're still questioning the security, or not security, but the decentralization of proof of stake. So if you search about it, you'll know ano yung mga ano nila, parang debate or disagreements. And in fact, the ETH used to be proof of work then, and then right now they're transitioning to POS because of scalability problems. But when we're asked whether or not it's gonna overtake Bitcoin, I don't think so. There's a possibility, pero for me, I don't think so. Mas kita ko yung there's this massive support kasi for Bitcoin, mga institutional or corp investors. And in terms of token economics ni Ethereum, I think it's kind of flexible for them. Kasi ando pa si Vitalik, di ba? Trying to solve over problems nga eh. Kasi before, they thought it's gonna be scalable because they did not forecast that a lot of people would believe in it, and then eventually they realized there's a need for them to scale up, because if not, for the state bloat problems or storage issues, it's not going to be scalable. Eventually, magbabagal yung mga dApps or decentralized applications and all. But yeah, proof of stake,
Bang.
that's one thing. But if you look at community members ng Bitcoin or developers nila, they still want something that's more secure, so and very very decentralized. So that's yun yung ano nila, debate. That's my take, no.
Gets. Ayun. So, bang. With that, let's move on to the next one. Time will tell. Let's see if ETH will actually flip BTC or not. But yeah, not financial advice. Do your
Yeah.
own research.
Well,
Moving
just to
on.
add that, sorry,
Sorry.
if you think about it, there's a lot of ETH competitors already in the market, diba? Who's also trying to offer smart contracts
Agree.
or dApps, diba? So more competitors means mas madadiversify yung fund. So that's one thing that makes me think na baka hindi niya kayang i-overtake yung market cap ni Bitcoin. Yeah, but interestingly, I've seen some tokens na parang that also supports Ethereum kasi mga sharding solutions nga. Complementing Ethereum
Layer 2
or
solutions.
layer 2 solutions. So yeah, moving on.
Moving on. Let's move on to our XRP army. Are you still holding strong XRP army? From last week of 79.69 pesos, today is hovering at around 68.49 pesos. I think though, and I saw a comment here from a community member, si Sir Arnold, feeling positive for the Ripple SEC case. Birthday ko ngayon at naglalabas sila ng statement today at sana may free PDAX shirt din kasi birthday ko. So first off, happy birthday Sir Arnold. And I hope rin na feeling positive yung Ripple SEC case for XRP. Ayun. So, Cedric, Francis, Tim, upwards, downwards, sideways.
Sir, sa XRP, kung na-touch na niya kasi yung yung target price ko sa baba. Ito pero nag-cut na kasi ako sa taas ng huli eh. Nakakita ako ng bearish na nung huli. Bearish side. Tapos sa indicator ko ng hindi ko matandaan kung EMA 200 siya. Na-touch naman niya eh. So naka-re-entry ako nung huli. So sa siguro ngayon bullish na ako ulit. Wag lang madadala po ni Bitcoin kasi talagang sumasabay siya kay Bitcoin.
Ayun. So lahat ng mga comments straight XRP hodl, hold, hodl, hodling, still hodling. Dami ko XRP na sa tabi lang ng PDAX. So, ayan. Tim, Francis, bullish, bearish, sideways.
I don't hold XRP kasi kaya I don't want to comment.
Move on. Sige. Tim.
All right. Well, si Brad Gardinghouse recently responded to Elon, diba?
Yes, sir.
If we're trying to speculate in terms of energy consumption, super okay si XRP. So, but when you look at the chart, hindi ko pa actually kasi XRP hindi ako masyadong nagtitrade recently kasi they still have this SEC case eh. So even sometimes talaga, even if you analyze it carefully, kapag may balitang lumabas, sisira yung setup. So but if we talk about fundamentals, I'd say I'm still bullish for XRP.
That's great. Okay. Sige. Since we're a bit short on time, I'll move on to the next. So, bullish. And then, Francis, I don't hold any XRP. Si Cedric, also bullish. So, yeah. I personally don't hold XRP. Just a small allocation. Okay. Next, LTC. Si little brother ni Bitcoin. Down 6.3%. Now, bullish, bear, sideways. Cedric and Francis and Tim.
But Litecoin managed to break its all-time high last
Oh, yes.
week,
Last
diba?
week.
Last week.
20K or
Yeah.
19.5K.
If you can just imagine, like, for so many years it has remained sideways, and then all-time high. But for me, since I think it's may effect lang talaga yung market FUD eh. I believe it's just going to be temporary. Litecoin, very bullish ako dyan, even sa community naman pag nag-comment. This is not a financial advice, of course, but if you look at its 1 week time frame, super bullish, double bottom formed, and then it tried to create higher highs already. So yeah, good bullish. Bullish na lagi. Pero yeah, check the chart. 1 week.
Walang bearish eh. Up only, up only.
And it's in the
Francis and
support
Cedric.
level eh.
Sige. Francis, Cedric.
Pero sa akin, bullish din ako dito eh. Kasi
Yeah.
para sa akin, nasa ano siya ngayon, nasa consolidation since nag-hit ng all-time high. Tapos sigurado, para sa akin kasi siguradong i-retest niya ulit yung all-time high niya.
Oo nga eh. Sige. Si Francis, before we
Well,
move on.
bullish din. Bullish din, but personally, I don't hold also Litecoin.
Okay. Sige. Moving on. Bitcoin Cash. So, minus 1.8%, nag-dip konti to at least 63K, pero it's back to 66K. So, and it went as high as 76K or 77K actually. So, medyo sideways for me actually. How about you guys?
Sa akin, sir, no comment ako dito. Wala akong
Sige.
Hindi ko
Okay lang.
nasisilip po yung charts nito eh.
Sige.
Both
So
fundamentals at saka technicals.
okay. Sige. Francis, Tim, meron ba kayong Bitcoin Cash?
I know.
No?
Wala din.
Okay. Sige.
I
Okay
don't.
lang.
Pero
Pero go ahead, Tim.
yeah, I don't hold BCH now. Actually, I used to have some when it was around 25,000 level. Well, magkano na siya ngayon? Sayang,
Damn.
diba? Pero if you look at 4-hour time frame, obviously it created a very bullish pennant. And then right now it's at support level 1,295 USD. Obviously nasa support and strong yung support niya at 1,222 eh. It tried to break it for a while at 1,000. If you check the chart, 1,158, but it managed to bounce back at around 1,233. Obviously, it reversed it. In short term, I'd say you could, bullish short term to. And then we're waiting for resistance level at 1,523. And then if it gets broken, that's another higher high. But right now, closely looking at 1,214, hindi daw pa siya mabasag. Right? Pero green candlesticks already have been showing up. I'm seeing a good buy here.
Good. So soon enough, starting next week, we'll have a segment called Tim's Trading Corner. Okay?
Oy, grabe. Hindi.
Hindi, pero
Check lang.
in all seriousness, just so we can have a more in-depth technical analysis, studying the charts. No? So we understand naman na our charts are not as advanced as we want to. Kasi we're bringing naman updates soon. Pero while we wait, Tim here, along with me naman, I'll guide naman, I'll assist. There's Tim yung magbibigay ng technical analysis to really understand what's happening and what the probabilities are in the movement of the coins. No? So moving on, finally we have, yun na pala yun. Ayun, so I know medyo 6 o'clock na, pero if we could just interview si Cedric a bit and anong story niya, Tim, take it away. Tim and Cedric. And Francis, if you want to ask questions.
Sige. I actually met Cedric, 2 months ago na.
Yes, sir.
I invited him kasi he was a student trader. He just graduated, diba? And
Opo.
then he kept asking questions in the community about PDAX, and then I realized na wow, it's really a good opportunity for a fresh grad to learn more about cryptocurrencies. Like before when I was in college, my problem was just what studying and regular business. Pero it's not like trading. I just learned about it like a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. So yeah, good. It's good to have you here. You mind introducing yourself, what you do, what your forecast about or insights about crypto?
Sir, yun, ako po si Cedric. Bali fresh grad kasi ako ng ano, electronics engineering.
Nice.
Bali, graduate online kasi gawa ng COVID. Tapos, nag-umpisang maghanap ng pagkakakitaan through online kasi since nasa bahay lang naman lahat ng pag-aaralan pa nung time na yun is nasa bahay lang. So, kailangan din talagang kumita ng pera. Since ano rin yun, nagti-thesis din kami. So, kailangan ng funds kasi medyo pricey yung ano namin nun, yung thesis namin. Then, nakilala ko si PDAX. Nag-umpisa akong mag-cash in for 1,000 lang. Try lang muna. Then, nagustuhan ko talaga yung ano niya, yung crypto, sa crypto talaga. Then, nagtuloy-tuloy. Una, noon, hindi siguro ako tumitingin sa charts. Walang chart. Kung ano lang yung spread ni PDAX, doon lang ako nagte-trade. Then, lumaki. Yun, unti-unting nag-aral pa lalo. Nagdagdag ng knowledge.
That's great. Awesome. Francis, baka may imparting words of wisdom ka from more as someone from who has traded a bit longer kahit pa paano, or
Or
words of
perhaps
wisdom
yeah, perhaps like if you guys want to share, of course weekly natin to ginagawa, and we also want to talk to newbies who just watch now. Maybe you guys can share your tips, do's and don'ts, ganyan, about crypto trading. Sige, Cedric muna, then Francis.
Sa akin siguro sir, start small talaga. Alamin niyo muna yung laro ng crypto. Tsaka more knowledge. Gusto ko lang din i-share kasi para hindi ma-discourage yung mga newbies. Start lang ako ng 1K. Siguro main capital ko lang talaga ngayon is as a whole 4K to 5K. Pero since nadaan sa tiyaga, nakapagpundar na, may maliit kaming ngayon, piggery, and kahit papaano nag-aano na ngayon, naghahanap na ng ipa-franchise.
Wow,
Start
galing.
lang sa kumbaga start lang kami sa crypto nun. Walang ibang pinagkunan.
Wow,
Yun
It's
lang.
interesting.
that's amazing. And crazy na opening up investing talaga to everyone. That's our goal here. And hearing your story, very nakakaano rin, uplift kasi it's what we aim to do rin, to provide everyone a chance to invest dito sa PDAX. And syempre, it comes with its risk, diba? Kasi very volatile. So we shouldn't ever let go of that fact when we share it to everyone. Na hindi naman to get rich quick scheme or like sure returns, right? There are always risks, and but when you trade, you always have to have a plan. Tapos stay disciplined, diba? And yeah, awesome, galing, Cedric. Ano pa? Ano pa, Tim?
Francis, may share ka lang sa mga newbies natin.
Nakamute yata, sir.
Ay,
Hindi
sorry.
ko makita ng Christmas.
Yung ano, gaya ng sabi ko before, ano lang, siguro same lang din, only invest what you can afford. And make sure na alam mo yung volatility nung crypto and wag ka magpapadala sa emotions mo.
Yun. Ayun. So I guess we can wrap it up now. Thank you so much, Cedric, for joining us. Si Francis rin, thank you. But before we end, we can't end it without deciding who the winner is for our giveaway of 500 pesos worth of BTC to their PDAX account. So, without further ado, please, drum roll, please, everyone. I will pick the winner in 3, 2, 1. Joof. Miss Edjean Venzon Felix Madrigal. Disclaimer, not a financial advice. Yon, congratulations. To claim your prize, kindly screenshot this, message our Facebook page saying that you won, and we'll be able to credit it within next week. Okay? So, once again, congratulations. Thank you so much, Cedric. Thank you so much, Francis, for joining. We'll see you guys in the next one. See you next week.
Don't forget
Bye-bye.
to
Bye-bye.
join our official Telegram community and PDAX Facebook community. So at least you guys want to learn more about PDAX, crypto trading, and basic stuff. So join kayo. Thank you.
Yon. So, thank you. Join our Facebook and Telegram community. Goodbye. See you.
Bye-bye.